any other nominations from the committee? Do I hear a motion that nomination? Yes,
I move nominations cease.
nominations have ceased. At this point, we will allow each candidate in alphabetical order to have 5 minutes to speak. Start with Jeremy Davis. We need to vote to close the nomination. I'm sorry, not clear. Okay, all those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed? Okay, nominations now may cease.
Okay, good evening. My name is Jeremy Davis. I'm a husband, father, and Waco native. I grew up right here in the heart of Commissioner Precinct 2. And I'm in front of you this evening, not just as a candidate, but someone who's dedicated my life, heart, passions, intellect to serving in an effective way and leading our community. Not only have I served in an effective way, but I've led to get us results here in McLennan County. And I plan to do the same in the role of County Commissioner. Our precinct is facing, significant issues when it comes to the need for infrastructure and economic development that will sustain through generations and help us prosper and be more self-sufficient. We also have concerns when it comes to public safety, as we see an uptick in gang violence and gun violence. Seems like every week we see young people and adults being slain in our streets. And I'm a man of faith. Prayer works, but faith without works is dead, and it's imperative that we elect a leader who will be proactive in seeking out solutions and then undergirding those solutions for sustainability to help us out of the crisis that we face. A little bit about my background in service and leadership. After high school, I accepted an internship with Black Men for Bernie, and I traveled to 40 states with the Bernie Sanders presidential campaign. After which I pursued my education at Stephen F. Austin State University, and in my time in Nacogdoches, I felt God had compelled me to return home. After returning home, I began service in Waco ISD as a behavior specialist, working in the thick of it with some of our most at-risk students. Seeing the negativity that surrounded them, I sprang into action developing a mentorship program entitled Mentor Waco, dedicated to empowering lives and transforming futures. In addition to my service in Mentor Waco, I've served on various boards and commissions across the county, from the Citizens African American Chamber Board of Directors to the City of Waco Park and Rec's Advisory Board to a Community Advisory Board with United Way. I'm currently the Political Action Committee co-chair for the NAACP, and I've been a founding member and still serve on the McLennan County Gang Collaborative. In 2021, I was elected to the Waco ISD Board of Trustees in District 1, and I served as the board secretary and also as a delegate to the Texas Association of School Boards. My education, experience, and community roots have uniquely positioned me to understand the intricacies of this role. One being to oversee the budget. My background as a trustee and working with several organizations, I've overseen budgets ranging from over $355 million to a few $1,000s, making sure that we were fiscally responsible with those funds, but also allocated those funds in a way that would have the greatest positive impact on our community. Another vital role of a county commissioner is to support community initiatives and programs. My background working with nonprofits, I've been able to work hand in hand with some of our most vulnerable constituents, ensuring that we had programs that met their needs, but we also undergirded these programs financially so we were able to sustain success. Another vital role of a county commissioner is infrastructure development. My background as a member of the City of Waco Park and Rec's Advisory Board, I was able to help the city with the overseeing of the master trail planning, and as well as a trustee building 5 brand new schools across our community, not only bringing equity to our secondary campuses for students, but ensuring that over 60% of subcontractors on these projects were locally owned businesses, keeping our tax dollars where they belong, right here in McLennan County. Another role of a county commissioner, and last one I'll highlight tonight, is economic development. For For the past 3 years, I've worked diligently in workforce development across the county, from Waco to Mark, ensuring that students and adults have the tools that they need, not only to enter the workforce, but career changes as they saw fit. And as my tenure on the board of directors for the chamber, I was able to work with businesses of all sizes, ensuring that businesses had what they needed for success to really drive economic power and growth here in McLennan County. I'm proud to say I was a mentee of the late Commissioner Miller, and she taught me a plethora of things, and I think the main thing that I always hold dear was to always lead with a mind for the people and be a doer. And that's, if you know me, I'm about doing things that will be for the betterment of our community. Remember that this is not about leaving one road behind. It's not about leaving one road behind, but it's about expanding our impact to make a greater McLennan County for us all. When you make a decision tonight, it's imperative that we think about a leader who will not only know the community's needs, who is not only boots on the ground and in touch with what our community needs, but someone who has a track record of effective leadership that has yield results. That's me. I lead, and I have a resume of getting things done for our community, working across the aisle with people who always don't think, look, or come from the same background as I do, but working collaboratively to get things done for our community. I ask for your vote tonight for the Democratic nomination for County Commissioner, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Pleasure to be back here once again. We've had two really good candidate forums. The first one started here, and we went down to Martin, Texas. I can talk about myself all day and my accolades I've done, but what I want to talk about today is the importance of winning this election. The importance of putting the best candidates on the ballot in November that will ensure that we maintain representation in Precinct 2. We've had great leadership for over 33 years, which is 3 decades worth of great leadership that was approved by the people in Precinct 2 by their vote. I had the honor to have the pleasure of being endorsed by Congressman Chet Evans. He understands how important this election is, and the last time he made an endorsement was in 2008 when he endorsed then Senator Obama. He was also vetted to be his vice president, which you know how that turned out. Our current president, Joe Biden, chosen as his vice president. So those are some big words coming from a gentleman that understands the importance of winning this election. And it's not about qualifications. We all qualify. Simple qualifications are 18 years old, 18 years of age, a registered voter, lives in the precinct, no felonies. So we all qualify. But what we need to think about is who gives the party the best opportunity in November to retain that seat. That's what it's about. It's not about me. It's never been about me. It's about the community, the people. Putting families first and putting the public service back in public service. We hadn't had that in a long time. We need good leadership. So I'm in that role now. I've been doing it. I was elected to the Bellingham City Council. This is my 9th year serving on the City Council, so I understand how city government works. City and county government is very important. And so I have been boots to the ground, making things happen. And I got elected 4 terms by the people in Bellingham Precinct 2. So I have the support of the community. I grew up right in this neighborhood. Grew up right here, especially to be a lifelong resident of McLennan County Precinct 2. The only time I left was to go off to school when I got my bachelor's degree from the University of North Texas in 1989. I came back and I just got my master's degree in educational leadership. So I'm currently a teacher anyway for the school district. And so I understand. But I want the precinct chair, you have a tough job in front of you tonight. Because your vote can determine the future of the Democratic Party and the leadership in Precinct 2. You got my resume in front of me. I gave you my political resume and also my work resume, and also the endorsement letter of Congressman Chet Evans. So we have to make a good discernment tonight. Okay? I'm a man of action. I'm a workhorse, not a show horse, and I have a true passion for leading and being in public service. And I learned from the best. You know, my dad opened the doors in 1990, held that term for 28 years, and I supported Commissioner Miller. In 2017, I withdrew from the ballot, because once again, it wasn't about me. It was about keeping good representation and good leadership on the Commissioner's Court, which is the highest court here in McLennan County. And those Republicans, they're waiting, right? If we mess up, we could have an all-Republican county Commissioner's Court, along with a Republican county judge. And that's not democracy. We need to put the democracy back in the hands of the people. So I'm a servant, I'm a public servant. I believe in leading from the heart and doing it the right way. You know, campaign starts as soon as we get the vote tonight. Your vote matters tonight. Precinct Chair will speak to you. And once it's approved by the Secretary of State, then the campaign begins. We're supposed to be in the campaign prior to that, so we can't follow simple instructions. What will you do when you get into a position of power? Are you going to lead with integrity, or are you going to do what you want to do? And so I appreciate you, and I'm not going to hear the dead horse. We have to be real careful about the selection. And I feel that I am the best candidate that can give us victory in November. It's a short turnaround, 4 months. 4 months. I'm the only candidate that has ran and won elections. I worked with Chad Edwards when he was running in the Republican district, heavily in the district, but we still want to know how to grassroots campaign. And so I want you to think about that, and I need your support. And I'm going to need your help come November, because I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to go to work, and I'm excited about it. Excited about getting things done, but we have to keep the main thing in mind, because it's not only affects the Commissioner's Court. We have Mr. Hunter. I'll show you right here. Run from the House District Representative 13, District 13. And so it's going to be a trickle down effect. So it don't affect me. It's going to affect the people. And that's what I'm all about, is serving with leadership and doing it the right way. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate your voting and support.
Ms. Guillory.
Good evening. Thank you to the Democratic Party chairs, Mark, Mary Mann. Thank you to the precinct chairs, and thank you to the community for being here and supporting each one of us through this entire process. I'm not going to take much of your time tonight. You've heard our speeches and our skills before for 3 different forums, and so I'm just going to get right to the point. You all are anxious to vote, and everybody else is anxious too. As we approach the decision on the McLennan County Commissioner's Precinct 2 vacancy tonight, I want to express my gratitude for the opportunity to participate in this rigorous process. It's been a journey that has shown the dedication and passion within our community. Tonight, as you deliberate, I urge you to choose a candidate who not only possesses the qualifications to lead effectively, but also embodies the spirit of unity and service that our community deserves. Let you select someone that will represent us with integrity and who will inspire our community to come together and move forward. Throughout this process, we've encountered challenges that have tested us, revealed both strengths and weaknesses. It's disheartening to see the divisions arise, but I remain hopeful that regardless of the outcome tonight, we can heal and unite for the greater good of our community. Thank you once again for your commitment to this important decision. I'm confident that together, you all will choose a candidate who will make us proud and lead us to a better and brighter future. Thank you.